What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be re-reviewing the high-grade Cosmic Era Destiny Gundam from Gundam Seed Destiny. Serving as the finalized combination of the Force, Sword, and Blast silhouettes, it was piloted by Shin Asuka during the latter half of the Second Bloody Valentine War while being wrapped around Gilbert Durandal's finger. This kit is made up of 11 runners and a small sticker sheet, and while the build is simple and well within the realms of a standard high grade, I'm 5 years too late in saying that the structure feels unique to put together, as it shares a lot of the build elements with what we now know as the Seed Action System, characterized by its minimal use of polycaps and numerous internal mechanics compared to universal standard high grades. So to those building this kit after some Seed Freedom experience, it will feel rather familiar. Still, its deviation from standard high-grade conventions might be a breath of fresh air to you, while the clever gate placement definitely helped make cleanup all the easier, even on the richer pieces, well, except for the wings. And thanks to this kit's lower difficulty, it should be a good starting off point for beginners, while seasoned builders would get this done in a short time frame. Being the much needed update to a high-grade Destiny Gundam, a straight assembly results in an outstanding representation of the source unit. The majority of the paint apps are present in plastic form, color choices are correct, and the proportions have been properly stylized to give the kit a sleeker, agile look with a face that harbors anger. Stickers are isolated to the eyes, forehead camera, and the triangles on the heavy weapons, which isn't a lot, and you'll have to paint in the Vulcans, rear head camera, the red thruster rims and cannon stock, and the grey for the leg thrusters, under each winglet, the handle of the sword, and the vents on the sides of the beam cannon, all of which are fairly simple to supplement yourself, but won't be too noticeable when missing as they're relatively minor details. On the other hand, the Destiny features a healthy amount of panel lining and would benefit from being brought out besides filling in the recesses with a bit of black paint. Besides that, the build is seamless and won't require extensive cleanup efforts. On the whole, the high-grade Cosmic Era Destiny Gundam looks phenomenal out of the box, and I won't mind leaving it in a straight built state. Articulation starts with a ball and hinge neck joints, but besides the rolls and chicken neck, the helmet's parts can easily snag on the rather tall collar piece. The shoulders can swivel onto axes, as well as roll and rotate on a ball joint. Meanwhile, the armor is independent for the arms to raise perpendicularly. There's a bicep, and forearm swivel, double jointed elbows, and ball jointed wrists. The hinged clip jointed abs provide fairly good frontward crunches, while the ball jointed waist provides a roll and a sideward rotation. Front skirts can lift up, while the side skirts can move up and back to steer clear of the dropping legs from pulling off full kicks towards all directions except backwards. There's a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, movable rear thruster, an ankle piece, and hinged ball jointed feet with a moving toe. Finally, the backpack thruster can move, weapon holsters are hinged and ball jointed, while the wings can rotate and flap slightly, open up, and click into a higher wing position. Altogether, the articulation of the high-grade Destiny Gundam is fantastically solid and flexible, so posing should be a trouble-free experience, and despite the potential weight issues, the kit is fairly easy to compensate for and balance. In terms of accessories, besides holding hands, you also get a pair of widely open hands for the Plamo Field China beam cannons, also known as Iron Man's repulsor spinning Gundam, that can be used after, annoyingly, swapping the yellow piece over. On top of that, a custom effect parts can be plugged onto the palm for the blast effects to be realized. Moving on to the other weapons, starting with the standard Gundam loadout. The high energy beam rifle that features a movable scope and foregrip can be sandwiched into the hands for use, or be plugged onto the back skirt for storage. It looks fine, but the white scope and red accents need painting in yourself. Next are the Flash Edge 2 beam boomerangs on the shoulders that can be removed and sandwiched into the hands for use, and depending on the orientation of the beam effect, they can serve as a beam saber or a boomerang. For defense, there's the regular anti-beam shield that plugs onto the arm for use. It features 2 yellow color correcting stickers and can also extend for a larger surface area. On the other hand, there is an effects part for activating the Solidus Fulgor beam shields on its wrists by sandwiching between the hand cover and yellow emitter piece, acting as its main means of defense. Then, there are the heavy weapons, beginning with the Arendite anti-ship sword. Slotted securely on the right holster for storage, the blade and guard unfold before an effect part is inserted to depict the activated beam. And while it does sandwich into the hands for use with a circular handle, the grip is just solid enough for it to not be troublesome. On the other side of the backpack is the high-energy long-range beam cannon, which swings forward on the holster before the barrel and handle unfold for use. Granted, I like to use it without the grip as that's rather finicky to set up, but it's an otherwise solid weapon. However, the pièce de résistance of this kit is the Wings of Light effect parts, which simply plugs into the holes of the top and bottom wings and pinned onto the winglets for use. Fair warning, a bit of wiggling is required and the parts are polystyrene, so I will advise caution when handling. However, while not gradient, the gushing energy effects just gives the high-grade Destiny that extra profile and presence. Even better for the fact that they don't sag the wings down and are included by default. Back when I initially reviewed the high-grade Cosmic Era Destiny Gundam, I thought it was an absolutely fantastic kit for it looking and functioning greatly, while also carrying on the original high-grade's torch by providing all the effect parts including the Wings of Light, at the same time docking points for it using a unique structure, restricting its customization potential. Well, with the benefits of hindsight, this is still a kit that I would strongly recommend today. Being 5 years old and counting, the high-grade Cosmic Era Destiny aged phenomenally well, and there's not much to fault the kit for even still. And if compared to the high-grade Seed Freedom releases, it would actually be on par with them thanks to the structure that would later become the Seed Action System, which also resolves my only complaints from back then to some extent. Sure, it does need some extra touches for perfect accuracy, but that's all there is to its downsides. Simple touches that are optional in the grand scheme of things since everything else has been perfectly reproduced. If you're looking into just getting the high-grade Destiny for any purpose at all, I wholeheartedly urge you to. And that's all for me. Thank you for watching, drop a like and comment if you did enjoy the video, subscribe for more content like this, and feel free to follow me on social media with the links down below. That said, take it easy, stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out guys. Bye bye.